Hello, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. And today we are going to work through quite fluid, but also very focused on our shoulders, our heart opener flow. So yeah, without any further ado, grab yourself some comfortable clothes, a mat, and we will get started today in a kneeling position. So you can take a little roll of your shoulders here. If it's really uncomfortable with your knees, you can also take another seated position that feels better or more comfortable. Maybe just taking a few more rolls of your shoulders or your neck. Just anything that feels good. And then finding stillness, closing your eyes, you reach the crown of your head tall, dropping the shoulder blades down your spine. Taking a few rounds of breath. Feeling and observing your energy today. And then we'll start bringing some movement. So as you next inhale, blink your eyes open. Reach the hands all the way out and up. Interlacing the fingers as we push the palms towards the ceiling, taking a big stretch, really reaching out from the waist. Inhale. And as you next exhale, hands come behind the head, lifting our gaze and our chest up, maybe arching the spine slightly. And as you next exhale, pull your navel in towards your spine as you bring the elbows inwards, curling forwards. So we're just going to go for a few rounds of these cat-cow variations. Inhaling to lift our chest, opening the elbows as wide as you can. Exhaling to curl forwards. We go for one more, inhaling to lift and open our chest. And exhaling to curl. So next inhale, lift your gaze, reaching your gaze up, reaching your elbows out. And then as you next exhale, we're going to slowly release the hands, bringing them behind our back, interlacing the fingers as we lift our chest all the way up, going for a little back bend. And then slowly, keeping your hands in your upper body as it is, start picking your hips off your heels, pressing your hips forward, squeezing your glutes. Inhaling as we reach the chest up. As we exhale, we're going to tuck the toes, pulling the navel in towards our spine. We're going to try and come up onto our toes, coming for a forward fold with the hands wrapped behind our back. Little challenge. Take an inhale here in your forward fold. Exhale, release the hands down to the mat, Uttanasana. And you can go for a little ragdoll here as we sway from side to side. Maybe a little bend in one knee and then the other. Inviting in that softness. And then releasing through center. Hands come underneath the shoulders. We inhale for flat back extension. Exhaling, hands come down to the mat, little bend in the knees. We're going to walk it all the way towards our downward facing dog. So keeping the hips sent all the way up towards the ceiling. Take a round of breath in your downward dog. So you next inhale, we're going to lift our gaze. Step the right foot in between the two hands. Low lunge, drop your left knee, untuck your left toes. We lift the hands up, Anjaneyasana. Inhaling in Anjaneyasana, as you exhale, bring your hands to the opposite elbows. So we're pulling our navel in, our legs are strong, we're reaching the elbows up and out, dropping the shoulder blades away from our body. From here, our lower body is strong. As we exhale, we start bringing some circles into our torso. So we're working here with opening the upper body, also finding some stability in our legs. We go for 3 in one direction. And then switching the direction, moving for 3 the other way. Finding that openness, that stretch, that fluidity, working with your breath. And then once you've finished your 6th round, coming back to your Anjaneyasana, reaching the hands all the way out and up. Exhale, cactus out your arms, squeezing your shoulder blades. You lift your chest towards the ceiling. Take a big inhale. And exhale, release the hands, come down to frame the right foot. You can also keep them slightly closer to your body as we send the hips back, half splits. Inhaling, lifting your chest. Exhaling to fold, so finding a little bit of fluidity with our half splits. We go for 2 more breaths like that. Inhaling to reach the crown of the head forwards. Exhaling to fold. 1 more round. Inhale to lift. And exhale to fold. The next inhale, lift your gaze. Rocking it back forward, planting your right foot on the mat. Bringing your hands towards your mat, tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, and then step it all the way back, downward facing dog. You can take a little wiggle, a little walk, coming back to your breath. And then finding stillness. Take a full round of breath in your downward dog. So next inhale, lift your gaze. This time left foot steps forward, dropping our hips towards the mat. Bring your right knee down, untucking your right toes. We lift all the way up, Anjaneyasana. The next exhale, trying to grab a hold of the opposite way that you were before. Grabbing a hold of the opposite elbows, lifting the elbows up, releasing the shoulders down the spine, still pulling that navel inwards. Find your drishti, find your breath. And then we start bringing those circles in once again, finding that fluidity in our upper body, working through all parts of the upper body. So feeling the expansion across the side body, then across your front, and then across your back. We go for 3 in each direction. And then switching once you've finished your 3. Feeling that stability in your legs. Working with your breath, going as slowly or as quickly as you need, as smaller as expansive. And then we all meet back in our Anjaneyasana, releasing the elbows as we reach the hands all the way up. Exhaling, cactus out your arms, squeezing your shoulder blades to lift your chest. Take another inhale. We exhale to release the hands down to the mat. We send the hips back, half splits. Folding over that left leg. Inhale to reach crown of the head forwards, finding a flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhaling to lift. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling to lift once more. Exhaling to fold last time. The next inhale, lift your gaze, rocking back forwards, planting your palms on the mat, tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, we step it back, downward facing dog. Take a round of breath in your downward dog, maybe wiggling it out again if it feels good. And then we find stillness. We inhale, reach the right leg up, 3-legged dog. Exhaling, maybe bending into the knees. You open up the hip, taking a big inhale. We exhale, gaze comes forward. Step your right foot in between the 2 hands. This time we're lifting all the way up, high lunge. Inhale in your high lunge. As you exhale, cactus out your arms, lifting your chest all the way up. Inhaling. And exhaling, release the hands behind the back, interlacing your fingers. We're squeezing the shoulder blades, lifting our chest and our gaze as we open up our front line of our body. Legs are strong. Inhale. As you exhale, we're going to bring the weight and the gaze forward, coming to our humble warrior. So our gaze is coming towards our right big toes. We reach the hands all the way up towards the ceiling. It's strong in the legs. Take a round of breath. And then as you next exhale, release your left hand down to the mat. Right hand keeps moving all the way up. Easy twist. Inhale, an easy twist. Exhale, both hands come down to the mat. We're stepping it back either to downward dog or reaching up, three-legged dog. If you came to your downward dog, reach your right leg up once again. Exhaling, bending into the knee, opening up the hip. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, gaze comes forward. Bring your right knee to right elbow, then to left elbow, and then extend the foot out towards the left side. We're dropping the left heels. We lift the left hand, fallen star. Inhaling here, squeezing our glutes as we lift our front body. Exhaling, slowly release. Hips come down to the mat. We're coming to a wide-legged seat facing the back corner of the mat. Inhales, reach your hands up. Reach your hands up, flexing the feet slightly. We're hinging from the hips as we fold forwards. And then release your hands down to the mat. Let the head and shoulders release their weight downwards, using them to help us pull us towards the mat. Take a round of breath. And as you next inhale, lift your gaze. Slowly bring your hands back through center. We inhale to reach the hands up. Exhaling, both hands come over towards the top of the mat. We're turning onto the left toes as we pull our right knee in towards our center. Exhale, sending all the way back, downward facing dog. You can go for a little wiggle. And then finding stillness, sending your hips all the way up towards the ceiling. As we next inhale, we lift the left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, generous bend in your left knees. You open up the hip towards the left. Taking another inhale. As the exhale, gaze comes forward, left foot in between the two hands. We're reaching all the way up, high lunge. Inhale in your high lunge. Legs are strong as we exhale, cactus out your arms, squeezing your shoulder blades to lift your chest. Take another inhale. As we exhale, we're going to release the hands, trying to take the interlace so it feels a little less natural here. As we interlace the fingers, squeezing the shoulder blades, pulling the hands away from the body, lifting your chest up. Inhale. And exhale, slow and controlled. Start bringing your gaze towards your left big toe. We're coming to our humble warrior. Reaching the hands as far back as you can. Breathing here, feeling that strength in your legs. And as you next exhale, we release right hand down to the mat. Left hand reaches all the way up. Easy twist. Inhale, an easy twist. Exhale, both hands come down to the mat. Stepping it back to our three-legged dog or coming through downward dog. Then reaching the left leg up. Inhale. As you exhale, bending into the knee once again, lifting and opening your hips. Inhaling, we reach the gaze forwards. We exhale, left knee to left elbow. Then to right elbows, we slowly release the left foot towards the right side of the mat. Dropping your right heels, you lift your right hand. We're in our fallen star. Inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly release your glutes, come down to the mat. We're facing the back corner of the mat. Feet are flexed. Inhale to reach your hands all the way up. Exhaling, hinging from the hips, folding forwards. Trying to keep your spine as long as possible. And then releasing your hands, your head, your shoulders towards the mat. Bringing in that curve into your spine. Taking a full round of breath. And then as you next inhale, lifting your gaze, slowly walking the hands back towards your body, reaching the hands all the way up. Inhale. As we exhale, we turn to face the front of the mat. We're going to turn all the way onto our right toes as we pull the left knee in towards our center. And then step left foot back, downward facing dog. Take a little wiggle, a little walk. So you next inhale, finding stillness. Exhale, sigh out through the mouth. We inhale, reaching our heels all the way up, coming up onto the toes. Exhale, generous bend into your knees. We're just going to hover here for a moment. So bring your hands so that they're underneath your shoulders. We're in our beast pose. We're here for 3, for 2, for 1. Slowly release your knees. Come all the way down towards the mat. And then crossing your feet, we're going to come all the way into our cross-legged seat back of the mat. Inhale, reaching the hands all the way out and up. As you exhale, hands come down and out, bring the fingertips so that they're facing our glutes. Rocking and bringing a little bit of weight into the hands, squeezing your shoulder blades to lift your chest. Maybe this is enough for you today. Or if you want to squeeze your glutes to lift your hips too, taking a big stretch. Inhaling and exhaling to release your glutes. Come back towards the mat. We switch the cross of the legs, so whichever leg is in front or on top. Inhaling to reach the hands all the way up. Exhaling, hands come down behind the back once again. Fingertips facing our glutes. Bring the weight to the pants as we squeeze the shoulder blades first. Then lift the hips. Inhale and exhale to release. Coming to your cross-legged seat, bring your hands towards your knees, closing your eyes, and finding softness. The next inhale, start to reach your hands all the way out and up. Palms come to meet up overhead, and slowly come down through heart center, meeting in your Anjali Mudra. Take another inhale and exhale, sigh out through the mouth. Take a moment to thank yourself for this presence, for this flow, and for moving with your body, your breath, your mind, and your soul. And as always, I thank you for allowing me to guide you through this practice. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this short and sweet flow today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate if you could subscribe to my channel. I put up new videos every single week. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much for joining. Bye.